Welcome to another episode of Life and Whiskey. As always, I'm Jordan, and today we're going to do rum number 2. This is Gosling Black Seal Bermuda Black Rum, also 80 proof. I found the receipt. So, just to qualify, that Appleton Estate signature, just got done reviewing that, was $17.09. This Gosling Black Seal is $20.59. So, a lot darker in color than that Appleton. So here's the Appleton. Here's that Black Seal. So this stuff, like I said, is Bermuda rum. That was a Jamaican rum. Let's get into it. And I bought this on December 14th, 2023, and today is January 24th, 2024. Okay, so it has that same rum smell high up in the registry of smells, but not as shiny, not as vegetal or green. This has a little bit of like baking spice and anise in it. Yeah, it has a little bit of that black anise, black licorice, like the little, oh, what the heck do you call, like, not the Mike and Ike's, but the little black licorice with the candy coating on them that I don't like them at all. Has that exact same smell. It kind of reminds me of walking into a Swiss Colony when I was a kid, and they sold those little candies. Had that little bit of a smell in this one section of the warehouse. There's a little bit of like burnt something smell into it. It's interesting. It's very, very, very different than the last one. A lot of baking spice in the nose. On the taste, you get that anise. Comes very forward, along with some other baking spices like clove, maybe a little bit of cinnamon. It's not as sweet, and it's very much a molasses flavor. Like if you were making molasses cookies, a lot of the flavors that you get from those molasses, or even ginger snap cookies, you can find those same flavors in this rum. But it's not as sugary sweet. It has a little bit more of a dryness to it, and a little bit more of a dryness is not the right word. Like it's not bitter. It's maybe on the edge of bitterness. Like it's just very anise forward baking spice. Dry is kind of the right word, but not really. And a little bit of bitter to it. It's like all the flavor of molasses and anise without the sweet. It hasn't really changed in profile, but man, that anise note is super, super strong. And those baking spices are dominating the flavor profile, so it's not really changing it up at all. This one, I'm going to say it has more of a bitter profile compared to this Appleton Estate. That was more sweet and lively. This is more dark and bitter, and like, I mean, it kind of tastes like holiday in a cup, like if you've had mulled wine, or like when you do a hot cider on the stove with all the different spices in it. Like that is exactly what is coming through in this. The clove and anise combination seems to really be the right tasting notes for it. I kind of like it. It's one of those things that, like, if you had a drink for it, or if you were in the mood for it, like that is the perfect thing for it, and that's kind of how all these rums are going to present. It's like in the right circumstance, this is the perfect perfect one for the application. But I don't think I'd want to just sit and sip on this particular one. The last one I could actually sit and sip. This one, it's too baking spice. This needs to be mixed into something. So there you go. Again, for $20.59, the Goslings Black Seal Rum. It's a Bermuda style rum. I was right. I only spent a total of with taxes, $98.43. Without tax, it was $92.56. All the bottles are fairly cheap. The most expensive is this Plantation, which was I think this is a liter. So, of course, it should be a little bit more expensive. And it's 69% ABV. That was $31.89. So $17.09, $20.59. This Bacardi, which will be the next one, was $23, and this Plantation was $31. So there you go. We'll rip those off as we review them as well. Drop in the comments down below if you've had any of this Gosling's Black Seal, what you think of it, and what you can find it for in your area. Like I said, I'm a fan of it. I just need to figure out what kind of drink I would put it in. It has to be something that has that baking spice forward. So you're gonna need like I feel like you need some citrus to maybe tamp that down a little bit, and maybe a little simple syrup in there of some sort. I don't know. We'll have to look through and see what we can come up with. But I could see this going well in a lot of different drinks. But for straight, it's just a lot of baking spices. It's Christmas overboard is what it is, but it is good. So I do like that. So there you go. As always, thanks for watching. You guys have yourselves a great day. We'll catch you in the next video where we're going to look at my 8-year Bacardi. So there you go. Have a good one.